Have you ever wondered how much of your financial life you actually choose? And how much of it is just automatic? A well-known study from Duke University found that almost half of our daily actions happen automatically. We think we're making deliberate choices, but most of the times we're just repeating familiar patterns, often without even noticing. And money works the exact same way. We talk a lot about budgeting, saving, investing, but underneath all of that lives something quieter: your money story. Your emotional patterns, the beliefs you didn't choose, but absorbed. And in this final part of our Money Reset series, I want to talk about the moment I realized this in my own life. Because even when I had everything I thought I wanted, it didn't feel the way I expected. And understanding why was the beginning of everything changing for the better. For years, I believed that if I reach a certain level of money and success, I would finally feel secure, calm, settled, and fulfilled. For a while, that belief really worked. I worked very hard, earned early, and became independent very young. I built a career abroad, hit the milestones, led a strong international team, and eventually reached my dream salary. On paper, I had everything I wanted. And for a few moments, it felt amazing. That rush of pride that I did it glow. But then something unexpected happened. That feeling faded quickly. And in its place, there was this quiet emptiness. Not burnout, not dissatisfaction, just the sense of, wait, why doesn't it feel like the way I thought it would? And that question wasn't about success. It was about the relationship with money itself. That was the moment I realized I didn't need more achievement. I needed to understand my story that drove my financial decisions, because my money beliefs were never shaped by how much I earned. They were shaped by the beliefs underneath it all. We all have a money story, but most of us don't even know what ours actually is. For me, it started with independence. I learned how to take care of myself early. My first job at 15, always earning, always figuring things out on my own. So my nervous system made a simple connection. If I don't take care of myself, no one will. That belief made me ambitious, capable, and resourceful, but it also made me put a lot of pressure on myself. And without realizing it, that pressure shaped the way I managed money too. I worked hard to earn it, but I never felt truly safe with it. Then came achievement. Achievement wasn't status for me. It was about safety, feeling in control, feeling stable, feeling capable. So I tied my financial identity to achieving more, instead of feeling more grounded. But once I achieved stability, achievement lost its emotional purpose, and suddenly I could see what I hadn't seen before. I had built habits around survival long after I stopped needing to survive. Now, when I look back, there were 4 patterns that were quietly running the show. First, hyper-independence. I handled everything alone, even when I didn't have to, even when it drained me. Asking for help felt uncomfortable, not because I was stubborn, but because independence felt like safety. So I transferred that same energy into money. I never wanted to rely on anyone. I held the entire emotional and financial weight all by myself, because relying on someone else felt riskier than carrying too much. And second, achievement as identity. I chased goals because goals made me feel secure. They gave me structure, purpose, and something to move toward. So when I hit my dream salary, I didn't feel complete. I didn't know what to do with that realization, because the belief that kept me earning was the same belief that kept me from ever feeling done. Third, money will fix the feeling. I didn't actually chase money. I chased the feeling that I hoped money would give me: security, calm, stability, the permission to finally breathe. Every achievement gave me a high, a moment where everything felt right, but it faded quickly because I hadn't learned yet how to feel safe without chasing a goal. And fourth, avoiding stillness because stillness felt unsafe. One thing I never realized was how uncomfortable it was for me to slow down. Stillness felt foreign, like something would fall apart if I stopped moving. So I filled every moment with ambition, plans, and progress. It wasn't about being productive. It was about avoiding the quiet, because the quiet is actually where you finally hear the truth, that no amount of earning can fix the feeling underneath. And that's why when I hit my dream salary, I didn't feel the way I expected it. It shook me. I could succeed, but I couldn't feel the safety I kept chasing. That realization was the moment everything started to shift. Because once you understand the belief driving the behavior finally makes sense. And that's where real change begins. Here's the part most people never tell you. You don't transform a money belief by thinking harder. You don't transform it by repeating affirmations. You don't transform it by becoming more disciplined. Your beliefs change when your actions start telling your brain a different story. Let me explain. Every belief you hold about money was created by evidence. Moments you lived, patterns you repeated, things you absorbed long before you were aware of them. So the only way to shift a belief is to give your brain new evidence. And that doesn't require a big life overhaul. It starts with one small action that contradicts your old narrative. If your old belief was, I have to handle everything alone, your new action might be asking for help with one tiny thing. If your old belief was, money will fix the feeling, your new action might be finding calm in a moment that has nothing to do with earning. If your old belief was, I'm only safe when I'm achieving, your new action might be letting yourself rest without guilt, even for 5 minutes. And if your old belief was, I can't slow down, your new action might be leaving one evening per week empty on purpose and noticing that nothing falls apart. These tiny actions are not about the actions themselves. They're about sending your nervous system a different message. Maybe safety can come from me and not from the hustle. There's a study from University College London, the same research James Clear cites in Atomic Habits, showing that it takes on average 66 days for a new habit to become automatic. 66 days of one small action that supports the identity you're growing into. Because real change isn't loud, it's not dramatic, it doesn't happen because you declare it. Real change happens quietly, when your behavior starts proving to you that you're no longer living your old story. And that's a real reset. Not perfection, not overhauling your entire life, just choosing one small habit that builds the version of who you want to become. If this series helped you, it would mean the world to me if you leave a comment down below about your experiences, or simply give this video a thumbs up, hit the notification bell as well as the subscribe button, and join the community as it grows. So see you next time. Bye.